हाय फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू अ वेरी स्पेशल प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस। सलाम उन जवानों को जो जब सरहद पर होते हैं तो हम घरों पर सुकून से सोते हैं। उनको सलाम उन्हीं के अंदाज में, बट विद अ लिटिल टिंच ऑफ बॉलीवुड। हाय फ्रेंड्स, माय नेम इज भावना मुंजाल एंड आई वेलकम यू ऑल टू दिस वर्चुअल प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस ऑफ डिस्कवरी प्लस डॉक्यूमेंट्री मिशन फ्रंटलाइन, जहां फ्रंटलाइन पे जाके हमारे साउथ के सुपरस्टार ने न सिर्फ जवानों के साथ एक दिन बिताया है, बट हैज डन अ लॉट ऑफ ड्रिल्स। सो इमेजिन कितने रियल लाइफ एक्सपीरियंसेस है राणा के पास हमारे साथ शेयर करने के लिए। आई एम वेरी एक्साइटेड। आर यू गाइज? आई थिंक एवरीवन इज ऑन म्यूट। यस, यू हैव टू स्टे ऑन म्यूट गाइज, जस्ट अ सिंपल रिक्वेस्ट, ताकि हम लोग शो को स्मूथली चला सके। Q&A के लिए मौका मिलेगा। सो अ सिंपल ड्रिल, आप लोग चैट बॉक्स में अपने क्वेश्चंस दे सकते हैं। वन बाय वन विल टेक योर क्वेश्चंस once we'll see the trailer, right? So you'll have a lot of questions and you can start putting those questions in chat box. Sorted? So as our hero is gone back, so हमें उनको वापस से थोड़ा हीरो वाली एंट्री करवानी होगी। So थोड़ा फिल्मी स्टाइल में दिल थाम के स्वागत कीजिए साउथ के सुपरस्टार इंडियन एक्टर प्रोड्यूसर who has won a lot of awards, our very own Bahubali star Rana Dahupati.
Hello.
Yay!
Hello.
Hi Rana.
Hi.
How are you?
Very well.
Welcome to the new normal. Virtually say, please accept a warm hug from my side.
Thank you.
Also, we have with us
Well,
Discovery Plus के original content head, Mr. Sai Abhishek. Welcome.
you're on.
Unmute yourself. Hi. We all are getting used to this forum now, so mute, unmute, things have to happen. Okay, so Rana, first thing first, how did this mission frontline happen to you?
Firstly, hello. Thank you. And like I was saying, telling Sai before, I was actually convinced that this was a real press conference that I was going to attend. Till my manager came back to me and said, "No, it's just on the internet. You don't have to get dressed. You don't have to do nothing. Just go on." but uh, but first, I think I have to thank Discovery very much for creating an opportunity first for audiences to go through and see lives of bordermen, of the Jawans, of the BSF, and creating a show in a format where they take a popular actor and get him to live a life of a BSF. I think was a great narrative first for a simple civilian. I mean, I'll talk first as an audience and then I will talk as somebody who went on the show. First, I think I was blown at the sense of just somebody creating stuff like this. We've always known Discovery all our childhoods at some level or the other. We've been educated or entertained in different ways by Discovery. And I think this goes through right in the heart of India. It goes through the border. I was at Murar at the post. And just being able to see, I mean, there's a lot of assumptions we make sitting in cities, or there's a little bit that we know through news and information. But what life is, I think, hasn't been ever captured in camera before. And just me as I'm just lucky for the opportunity as a civilian to just get there, be there, I think. And second, I thank my stars that I was an actor and I could get to do all of this. So yes, it was first. I think the opportunity itself was very unique, and which is why as soon as they called, I had to jump and be part of it. And then what you see is there's a mission that there's a motto that they stand to, duty unto death, right? And we've heard things like that before in our regular day, but then when you go to a place where that word is meant everything, is their lifestyle around it, is who they are, is what they become. And uh, and I think, see, what we've only hear about it when there is news in the border. You hear about bordermen, or when there's something that happens, right? That's the only time one, like, we get up to this news. But just as a educational exercise, I think taking a leaf out of their life and bringing it to people, I think was to me the most unique experience of all in this.
So Rana, now you know so much that when you'll be doing a film like this, I think you'll have a lot of insights to give to your director, writer, or maybe co-actors.
I mean, it happens. I mean, most films, if we are playing some character, we get to spend time with them, but obviously, it's very little time that they will give. Like, we go for 4 hours, record everything that they say, go back, and then assume that we know part of their life. But this is completely different in terms of just being with them at the place of their work in that moment. And what is I got to do like a simulated mission through this entire thing, and you pretty much get to see everything very, very up close. I think that was what was very unique for me.
Hmm. True. Mr. Sai, tell us something about Mission Frontline and how did you, think about Rana? How did you see him in that show, doing all those drills and spending day with the Jawans?
Yeah, Bhavna, to answer your question, we over the course of the last year, we've been trying to mount this show, and we have been doing lots and lots of shows with the armed forces in India across many years. And our ambition was also to take that to another level, right? To make that programming as immersive as possible. And therefore, Mission Frontline came about in making a kind of a fresh format, so to speak. And it was very clear for us right from the start that we needed a genuine voice. We need somebody who was passionate and who was already sort of, into this side of, genre in a sense, and who might also want to do big scale, big event type of, filming. And it was very easy for us to actually pick Rana. And Rana, like he said, was extremely excited, and it was, I think, we narrated to him, and he didn't even give us an opportunity to say, hey, can we do it this way? He said, no, let's go for it. I'm game. Let's go for it. End of meeting, right? So it was a very quick decision for us. Yeah.
Hmm.
And Rana, he really had a lot of fun. I mean, he to his credit, I think even the soldiers there were like amazed at what he was able to do on that day. And Rana literally like lived the life of the soldiers on that day, and he can vouch for that.
Yeah, yeah, fully. I mean, it was. I mean, we can get into I mean, we got to do. It was a simulated activation that they programmed, so which was pretty much going through the entire exercise, whether it's training, whether it's using the weapons or patrolling borders. I mean, every single thing which was done in actual life, we got to replicate. Uh, Visuals of which will look as good as Lawrence of Arabia or something like that. I mean, I mean, when I watched it after it was done, and obviously that moment I had no idea of what was going on because of the heat and running and all of that in the deserts. But when I came back and saw it, I mean, the visual of that was so grand and epic. We're like, I mean, we struggle to get that in a film normally, and this is where they are in life, in real, and doing it so simply. So that was it was pretty amazing just to get through all of these intense exercises. I have to share another note with you. This is the first time I came last in a running race. So, so here you go. This is the real deal, right? And I remember I was also shooting for I mean most of the films. I mean the film now I'm shooting Virata Param. There's similar costume, but then I'm always the guy leading in front because in the film set I'm usually the fittest guy, and you run forward faster. The others are trying to catch up. Here it's like this is real stuff. Is so different. So yeah. So that is another experience. There you go. So that's so I think each piece, right? I mean, whether it's uh, there's a physicality to it, which was one thing, and the show kind of culminates with a emotional tract of or an understanding of all of them. Like there was something that a soldier said to sorry, a Jawan said to me at right when we ended the day. he he said there was a, and he was from Pulivandala, so he spoke to me in Telugu, and he said he has a small family back home and a large family here. So just the fact that, and he's very happy consistently coming back here. And for me, the fact that he just called it a larger family than his own kind of summed up everything that I saw that day, and what they really do. So to me, and there were so many. You'll watch the show. There'll be so many more experiences of all of these people that.
I'm getting so excited after hearing all these stories from you, Rana. I think we should watch the trailer.
Go
What do
for
you
it.
say?
I'm in.
Cool. Okay, let's play the trailer.
A mission never tried.
You have
That's
done
awesome.
something, a lot of drills and all, and especially those arm and ammunitions and everything. That is really something.
Yes, really something. And
Yeah.
just for timing, all that got done in almost real time. So I was just there on that post. Uh, Usually, if this is a feature film, we would have shot it for like 15 days with like a great, extravagant crew and lots of. But yeah, it's there you go. I mean, you saw the real deal. So
Okay, so we are getting a lot of questions from the media. I'll start taking them one by one. Hi, this is Imran Siddiqui from Rajasthan Patrika, Jaipur. Hi, Imran. His question is for Rana. Rana, as a civilian, what do you feel living with these real life heroes in same scenario?
well, like I said earlier, hi Imran. So, like I said earlier, I think it's just all of us have so much information about them, or we get to read things every time they're in news. Uh, but just the fact that I could take a leaf out of their life and live it, uh, I think just makes me a more knowledgeable person, will just change the way I conduct uh, few things in my life. I think so. I think this is probably a day experience that will keep you a lifetime. So I think that's how I'd sum this.
Okay, guys, this is a request to media. आपके जो भी सवाल है, whatever questions you want to ask, you can please drop it in the chat box, and one by one we'll take your questions. Meanwhile, okay, I have another question. Second question from Imran of Rajasthan Patrika. What was the entire schedule, Rana, during the shoot while morning to evening?
There was no schedule. I got done that chopper, and what you see there is pretty much real time. It keeps going. That's all. And then after that, I was done, and then they packed me and sent me back. So I just didn't know when I went there, when I left. So I had really no sense of time. But yeah, so it was a full, complete day activity, which got done right from early in the morning from the drills to as soon as sundown.
Okay, Rana, I want to know something. As you just told us that this was the first time that you have come last in a race, and this is the real life thing, right? So,
Yeah.
was there anything which scared you at any point of time while doing all those drills or that training?
I mean, scared is one thing. I mean, now I think I've done so many action films. You don't get scared of doing anything anymore. You in the process break a limb or something, you're fine with that. That's where life has gotten me to. Uh, but just the fact that you got to do this in consistency. I mean, you got to run the whole leg. You have to do the entire long jump. You have to take a physical man who is and run along with weapons with him on your shoulders. I think it's much more physically straining than you actually think. I mean, you thought of all this. I probably did it as an independent shot in a film somewhere, uh, but what it culminates to in real life is something else, right? And that they do every single day. I mean, that's their training regime at a simple wake. It's like you wake up in the morning and take a walk, and that's exactly their regime the other way around. So I mean, as a civilian, you kind of just you marry your day to theirs. You just start realizing who they are much more than what you ever expected.
So, what all training or drills you did take part in? What all things you did there?
Well, the first piece was obviously a track race, which is about 3.5 kilometers, which we had to complete in under 15 minutes. That's round one. Then after that, it went into 8 foot jumps. Uh, all of this carrying the weapons. Then I think we moved. Sai, can I go in detail or should we?
I
Yeah.
think
Okay. Sorry,
no.
I didn't know. I was like, here you go. Normally in a film we hide things.
Yes.
So I'm not cute. Huh? So and then after that, kind of moved into the show, lifting another Jawan on the shoulder. The fireman lift is what it's called, the fireman drill. And after that, I got to patrol the borders, which is through our famous legendary camel patrol, which India's BSF uses very finely in the deserts. I mean, I think that was to me, it was cross between being magical and having this very unique experience. Uh, uh, on shifting sand dunes is where we were. So the post doesn't look the same. It's not the same anymore. The fence you've seen in the morning is not the same by the evening. The way all of these are tracked, everything has a peace agenda, and then you actually see no man's land. You actually see the border of Pakistan. When you're physically there, I think the entire emotion of what happens, what your country is becomes so much more because you're literally on the line, you're on the borderline, right? So I think that was a drill sector, and then which ended in a simulated piece that you will see in the show.
Okay, so we have next questions from Atanu Roy, you and I. The question is for Rana, but we want, okay, Sai said, I think this question is for you. Rana, in the recent past, one second, there's some confusion. Okay, in the recent past, there were lots of occasions where the Indian army got offended by the way they have been portrayed in the fictional work. What have you kept in mind while gearing up for the project? I think, Mr. Sai, you can reply to
I
this.
think I'll take that one. I think, Tanu, yeah, so we've been seeing that in the recent past, there have been this sort of back and forth in between the army and fictional depictions. But in our kind of non-fiction programming, right? So we're sort of very deeply embedded with the armed forces, and they know exactly what we're trying to do, and there are no surprises there. And they, of course, they vet everything that we do before, and not taking away from all the entertainment value, of course, that we will bring to the table, and of course, what a big star like Rana would also bring. But there were no surprises essentially, and the BSF they're like partners to us, and yeah, and that's how we ensured that Rana and Discovery and BSF were all sort of in agreement before filming. Yeah.
Okay, so Adanu has another question for Rana. Rana, you have played a Navy commander in Ghazi attack. How much this is different from that?
I mean, very. uh, so it's obviously, ultimately it works in a common trajectory of uh, securing borders of our country and working. But I guess it's a completely different experience. What is on sea, what's on land. I think all of these are very uniquely different armed forces that are there and functioning very different needs. So one is, as much as there is righteousness, discipline, patriotism, all of them that go across all of these forces. I think in terms of a a set of skill set, I think everyone requires different sets of skills and different strategies and understanding how it goes forward. So yes, it's completely different. And again, adding to what Sai said, like that's the fictional world, and this is the real world. This is the real deal.
Okay, so one second, I'm getting a lot of questions. Okay, so next question is from Sudesha Banerjee, Telegraph say. Hi Rana, how long was the shoot for in what kind of terrain? Did you get to go to a hotel at night? Was there scope of retakes? Okay, Okay, so
No,
many things. You can
one
go
is
on.
answering first. There's no scope of any retake. So because you're in the take while it's happening. That's very little. You just will see snippets of me talking to camera in between, in some format. Then did I go to a hotel in the night? Yeah, I did, because yeah, it was done, and then I took the early morning flight back to Hyderabad. So yes, I got to sleep in the hotel in the night, but all day I was with them.
Okay, Mr. Abhishek, I have a question for, I mean,
Right.
Sudeshna, I have a question for you. Will this not be shown on Discovery Channel? One, after the lockdown, given the boost being at home gave to the OTT platform, how much has the viewership of Discovery Plus and the TV channel changed?
Yeah, so great questions actually. We will definitely show it on Discovery Channel in the coming months, but essentially this is a Discovery Plus original, so that means it first drops on the Discovery Plus platform, and then in a sort of a scheduled manner, it will also come on TV much later, because our ambition globally and in India also is to build a Discovery Plus alongside our already sort of strong foundational Discovery Channel, which has been there for 25 years in India. And I think the second question is, how did it do well? So in the middle of the pandemic, we actually launched Discovery Plus, right? We had this big IPs, Into the Wild with Bear Grylls, and we had Rajni sir and Akshay Kumar, and we had all of these sort of big IPs. So we launched the product in the middle of the pandemic, right? Knowing, not because there was a pandemic, because we were going to launch it anyway. And it has only grown manifold since then, since last March. And TV viewership has never been higher. Like in my experience and across the region, our networks have grown like the highest viewership I've seen in the last decade or so. We've seen over the course of the last year. So it's looking really good. And we see, not just because it was a pandemic, even post sort of opening of lockdowns, we're seeing a lot of new fans who have now migrated into our platforms on linear and digital, who are now continuing, bringing their families, their kids into the network. So, yeah.
Okay, Rana, next question is for you. Gopal Chaturvedi of Dainik Navjot wants to ask, what did you learn from this training with BSF? What message you want to give to civilians?
What did I learn? Well, I think in my earlier answers, we kind of summed up a learning of of discipline, a learning of how you keep. When we said he called his family, the family at the BSF, a bigger family than his own. So how you keep everything that's personal away from, or rather smaller than the goal or task you achieve. I think that's the biggest take back that I've taken from it. What I'd like to tell civilians is, first, I think, to getting a larger understanding of what these men and women do at the borders, and alongside them all other armed forces. I think we have very, very little understanding of it. I think you can start by watching the episode. You get to know about the BSF, and yeah, that's really what it is. It's understand it, just give them the respect they need to, and just be aware. I think that's most important.
Okay, Rana, next one for you. Anandita Sarkar from Dainik Sambat. She wants to know, is this the first time you have done something like that? And she has another question. How is the mental preparation behind this? What all you did to prepare?
One is, no, I haven't done anything like this before. First, second, there was no time to mentally prepare for it because I didn't know what I was getting into, and I just liked the idea, and I was dropped in a chopper, and literally I was put in front, and then it just began. So there was no time for mental prep, but I think it just mental is what you take after the show is over.
Okay, next question is from Imran from Rajasthan Patrika. Rana, you were shooting in Jaisalmer, so tell us something about Rajasthan. what do you feel about it, and did you get a chance to meet Pakistani Rangers during this?
One is about Rajasthan. Yes, I've been there before, and see, every time you go into that place, you see history consistently uh, on those streets, on those walls, and it's filled with whether it's a war from times, whether it's uh, tensions at borders when they became borders. They have a history before, after, and everything that goes on there is a story for us where we can pick up lessons for. And I think the entire state of Rajasthan kind of comes with that as a and but in this time just to understand what border security forces do, what the Jawans do, I think was a a completely unique way of seeing this border post. It's like you're in that story, but you're in it live right now. It is something that can happen right now. So that's space. And no, I did not meet any Pakistani Rangers.
Okay, Rana, Dipesh Male from Dainik Jagran wants to know, Rana, now you have experienced a soldier's life. Will it reflect on your upcoming projects, and would you like to do more things like these?
Uh, will it? Of course, if I'm playing BSF Jawan, 100% everything that I hear will take back, and I'll probably ask them permission to go back and see them again. Uh, if I'm playing the character for sure. And sorry, what is the second question?
Would you like to do more things like
Oh,
these?
yeah. Well, if Discovery wants me to come on board for more, I'm game.
Of course, Rana.
There it
Let's
is.
decide now. You can start a series.
Yeah,
Up for it.
of course.
One other thing I also find content like this very important in terms of where the generation is going today. Like, I mean, someone asked a question of saying the OTT is so much in a rise, there's so much content being watched. So when there's so much content being watched, might as well be good stuff that'll inspire and educate in a way.
This is do you plan to do a lot of series like these in future?
Absolutely. We have a ton of shows actually on the floor right now in production. And we have a slate of, larger than life productions. And we're also trying to elevate factual, non-fiction, lifestyle programming in India. So a lot of efforts are going into, in getting there. And so simple answer to your question is yes. We have lots of shows and also like authenticity in voices like Rana are willing to partner with us to bring these stories to life. So that's very exciting, I would say, for Discovery and for India. Yeah.
Rana, you've been part of a documentary like this for the first time. Before this, do you want like you used to see documentaries Discovery Plus की कोई और documentary जो आपकी favorite हो या आपने देखी हो? Anything you like when it comes to content like this?
I think apart from all the Discovery that I watched as a kid, I think the newest ones would be probably Into the Wild, which I liked very much. At that time, I was also shooting a film which I just come out of the wild from, and to me, this was a very very unique experience. Like just to watch people like the Prime Minister of the country, Mr. Rajnikant, go in there was pretty amazing. It's just and I think you all have replicated in a very very interesting way with the BSF and taking us into these worlds, which is very unique. And yes, I'm looking forward to that entire slate I just spoke about.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, Bhavna, I think to Rana's point, into taking into new worlds, right? And Discovery prides itself on, taking cameras where they haven't gone before or filming stories that have never been filmed before, right? And that's the power of storytelling. And we want to replicate that and make global style storytelling out of India and then, of course, air it around the world, right? So that's the ambition. And it's an exciting time. Yeah.
All the best. We're going to see some amazing shows in future then. Looking forward to it. Rana, another question for you. Atna Roy, UNI. Rana, before getting up for this project, do you have anyone from your acquaintances who serve in the Indian Army?
Sorry, no. I know very little in that sense. It's only been people I've been meeting for specific roles or now for reality shows.
Rana, on a lighter note, I want to know, so you have done this Ghazi attack or you have seen a lot of films like these. कोई भी एक ऐसी चीज जो you used to think कि okay ये ऐसे ही होता है in Jawan's life or probably you know during war and how they live, what they do. वहां जाके कोई एक चीज ऐसी लगी, oh shit, अच्छा ऐसे भी होता है. There's something which you know it took you by surprise.
I mean, it's not something that took me by surprise, but see, when we watch this, right, when we watch any information on armed forces, border, war, anything in that sense, we get it in action only, right? Whether it's from the news article, whether it's the TV we watch, or the film, even if it's fictional, we get it in a certain dramatic rhythm. That's how it comes to us.
Yeah.
But just the sense of when you go and see rice, when you see life there, right? Like the dal at BSF is awesome. Like when they eat it, right? So I'm saying now you just don't get to sit with them, eat, like, you know, they're living a life, like an everyday life, right? And that's something that one doesn't really consider or really register when we're talking about them, uh, or even if it's a fictional world. I mean, that's you always get it in action. This is here you're getting it in life, which is more very beautiful.
Okay, Rohit Singh from Amar Ujala wants to know this from Rana and Mr. Sai as well. How important it is to make content across different Indian languages?
Very. I mean,
You want to go first?
well, first, I think extremely important. I'm hoping all of these. I think, see, this is what I'm. Sometimes these are language agnostic. I think there's some things that you see which don't really need a language, and I think content like this is the forerunner for all of it.
Right.
And so I think.
I think to his question, it is complex in a country like India. Like Discovery, as you may already know, goes out in the maximum languages any network in India goes out. Right? We got in Tamil, Telugu, Bangla, Kannada, Malayalam, and English. Right? At simultaneously, and this is something that we've been doing for a while now. But having said that, creating content in local, in localized sort of forms is complex because you do have local celebrities who are also speaking sometimes to global stars, but there's no set format. To be honest, it's a mix and match. It can be smatterings of local language. Even in Mission Frontline, you'll see there is a little bit Telugu also there, but there is English, there is a little bit Hindi. So it's a sort of a pan-India kind of way of approaching content. And some are hyper-focused to a specific. So yeah, it's a bit of everything right now. Yeah.
Mr. Sai, another question for you. Ditesh Pare from Dainik Jagran wants to know how hard it was to get permission from BSF. Um, how? One second. Okay, how hard it was to get permission from BSF official to make this kind of shows?
Well, that depends how you define hard, because we were in the middle of a pandemic. But having said that, it was not too difficult because, see, like I mentioned before, we're partners with the armed forces, and we've been doing a lot of programming around them for a few years now. So of course we have the right partners who to make those permissions happen. And once they saw what we were wanting to do and what the ambition was, it was very smooth from then on. Yeah.
Okay, Rana, another question for you. Imran from Rajasthan Patrika. He wants to know, he has three questions. A, what was your memorable moment during the shoot? I'll come up with another question. Say.
What is my most memorable? Okay, that's a hard one. I mean, to me, I'd sum up the whole experience as one. There's not one specific thing that I'd say was a highlight. It's the whole day and that experience that became a highlight for me.
Actually, I can tell one which never made it to the show. This is a moment that you will not see on the show. Is before Rana landed up there, and there was a lot of commotion within BSF, right? And they were all expecting, of course, Rana from Bahubali to come, and they were very curious to know, is he going to be like
a giant or this guy?
Like we were really, the expectations were really high, and it was a very sweet moment, which we were in production behind the scenes were noticing. But this, of course, you'll not see on the show.
Did they expect कि Rana Bahubali की तरह दो soldiers को ऐसे उठा लेंगे?
Absolutely, I would say absolutely.
Okay, Rana. Second part of that question is, do you ever took training in school or college time, NCC or Scout? Any such experience during school
I,
or college maybe?
I mean, very basic in Hyderabad. I mean, we were a part of every school had NCC, and like that, I was part of the Navy at that point, and was at the parade grounds in Hyderabad. So that's about all I had in terms of any training. But everything else was post growing up. See, I think because when we were young, it also doesn't come to us exactly why we're doing this, or there's very little information given in that direction. I mean, I started getting interested post later years as I got to learn more or see more.
Right. Imran's third part of the question is, do you feel military life makes more disciplined in routine, make you more disciplined in routine?
Oh, without doubt. I mean, without doubt. Which is why they're there and we're not. so, uh, so like I said earlier, I mean, if you just marry their day to ours, right? Now you're going to see the show, and that's pretty much how their everyday looks like. I mean, there'll be tougher days and easier days, but that's how it is. And you just marry that to your day and say, what are you up to?
Okay, so we have one last question for Rana. This question is from Anandita Dainik Sambat. Rana, most of the series and movies released in OTT platforms. So, what do you think that cinema halls are affected from that?
I don't know. I mean, in my part of the woods, we just had two releases. Everything is collecting a lot of money. We have Sankranti had 4 releases in Telugu. Tamil had Master that did, collected over 100 crores. I think here system, and this is all happening at 50% occupancy in these states. So I think once you start opening stuff up, it's really another ecosystem that's nothing is going away really. It's just one thing that the pandemic has done is the capacity of taking in content for a human being has increased maybe 10 or 100 times. So I don't see any of that surge going anywhere. Yeah, all of us were a bit wary when the pandemic started, but thanks to the Sankranti releases, the South India kind of the theaters are back up and running again.
Okay, before we wrap this up, anything, Mr. Sai, you want to add on, or Rana, any last words you want to talk about Mission Frontline, and anything you want to tell to the audience?
Well, I'm just extremely happy and excited that I got to be part of this show, and I'm hoping all of you all have as much fun watching it.
Yeah, and ditto from here, from me. And to be honest, it gives us another great opportunity to tell stories about the very tough lives that these soldiers lead in very harsh terrains, and the stories that we heard there. They're not civilians. I think should know it uh, in shows like this, from shows like this, and in a very entertaining way, so that people understand the kind of lives that these men and women lead there. And we're very proud to have partnered with the BSF and with Rana to bring the story to life. And we hope to do much more in the future. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Abhishek. Thank you so much, Rana. And thank you सारी मीडिया को आप लोगों ने इतने अच्छे से म्यूट रह के अपने सारे सवाल चैट बॉक्स में पूछे. I'm very glad. Thank you so much for being part of this press conference. This is special for a lot of people. So thank you so much for taking time out and being with us. And I think now we'll disperse. You have your one-on-ones. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank
Take
you.
care.
Thanks a lot. Bye.